Hey everyone, welcome back to Scribblestokes, your go-to spot for all things crypto. Let's dive right into something wild happening in the market today. Bitcoin is teetering around $58,000 after a brutal 5% drop in the last 48 hours, and the fear and greed index is sitting at a chilly 39, signaling some serious caution among traders. Whales are on the move too. Glassnode data shows over 10,000 BTC flowed out of major exchanges like Binance in the past week, hinting at big players either locking in profits or bracing for something big. So, what's got the market on edge? It's the latest buzz about US government policy proposals for 2026 that could reshape the crypto landscape. Stick with me as we unpack this news and figure out if Bitcoin and the altcoin markets are in for a rough ride. First, let's set the stage with what's actually happening. Reports surfaced this week from Capitol Hill about a draft framework for crypto regulation slated for discussion in early 2026. The US government is apparently looking to tighten the screws with stricter KYC and AML rules for exchanges, mandatory reporting for transactions over $10,000, and even a potential tax hike on crypto gains. Some whispers suggest up to 40% on short-term trades. This isn't just random chatter. It's backed by comments from key lawmakers who want to protect consumers while curbing illicit activity. Meanwhile, the SEC and CFTC are reportedly hammering out who gets to oversee what, with Bitcoin potentially staying under commodity rules, while altcoins like Ethereum or Solana could face harsher security classifications. The uncertainty here is what's spooking the market, and you can feel it in the price action. Now, let's dig deeper into the data and see how this news is playing out. Bitcoin's RSI on the daily chart is hovering at 42, showing we're not quite oversold yet, but definitely leaning bearish. We're testing a key support level at $57,500. If that breaks, we could easily slide down to $55,000, where there's stronger historical buying interest. Altcoins aren't faring much better. Ethereum is down 4% at $2,400, and Solana's taken a 6% hit to $130. Whale activity is telling us more. On-chain analytics from Whale Alert flagged a single transfer of 5,000 BTC to a cold wallet just yesterday, which could mean accumulation or just risk aversion. Exchange net flows are also negative, with CoinGlass reporting $200 million in outflows over the past 3 days. Traders are clearly de-risking, and with the fear and greed index dipping into fear territory, sentiment is shaky at best. Tie that to the regulatory headlines, and it's no surprise we're seeing red across the board. So, what does this mean for us as traders and investors? Well, if these 2026 proposals become law, we could see a few big shifts. First, compliance costs for exchanges might spike, which could lead to higher fees or even some platforms pulling out of the US market altogether. Think about how Binance.US struggled with past crackdowns. Second, a 40% tax on short-term gains could kill retail trading volume, especially for day traders who rely on quick flips. For Bitcoin, tighter rules might actually solidify its digital gold status if it stays classified as a commodity. But altcoins could get crushed under security regulations, making projects like Cardano or Polkadot less attractive to US investors. On the flip side, clarity and regulation could bring in more institutional money. Think hedge funds waiting for a green light. But right now, with prices wobbling and support levels under pressure, the short-term outlook feels more pain than gain. We might see Bitcoin dip below $55,000 if panic selling kicks in, and altcoins could bleed another 10% before finding a bottom. Alright, let's wrap this up with some action steps. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with your take on these 2026 proposals. Do you think they'll tank the market? Or could this be the push we need for mainstream adoption? Also, keep an eye on that $57,500 support for Bitcoin, and watch exchange flows over the next few days for clues on whale behavior. If you're not already subscribed, hit that button and join the Scribblestokes crew. We're breaking down the latest crypto news and market moves every week. As we head into this uncertain period, I can't help but wonder, are we on the brink of a regulatory winter that forces the market to mature? Or is this just another storm Bitcoin will weather like it always has? Let's keep watching the charts and the headlines together. See you in the next one.